It is late. You wake up suddenly. The feeling of a conversation still hangs in the air. You ask yourself, did I really say that to them? The words feel so recent, as if they just left your mouth. The room might even seem to carry the scent of the place you just left in your dream. For a fleeting moment you are caught in a strange space, uncertain of what is real. This small, disorienting confusion is a common human experience. It is the blur between dreams and waking life. It can feel unsettling. It can also be a powerful clue about how deeply dreams connect to reality. This moment of confusion is not a mistake. It's a feature of your brain. The brain creates incredibly vivid, complex dreams every night, even if you don't remember them. Sometimes these dreams feel as real as any lived experience. The mind uses some of the same neural pathways for dreaming as for waking perception, emotions, sights, sounds. The main difference: the input comes from within, not the outside world. The line between your sleeping and waking selves is softer than you think. This soft line is not something to fear. It is a bridge. It connects conscious thought to the vast, hidden subconscious. We'll explore why this happens and give practical tips to understand this part of yourself. Imagine your mind is a bustling office that never truly closes. During the day, the conscious mind is at the front desk. Emails, phone calls, immediate tasks. It is logical. It is organized. It is focused on the here and now. But when you go to sleep, the front desk closes down. The conscious mind goes quiet. This is when the night shift begins. The subconscious comes out to work, quietly observing and collecting all day. It's like an architect of your inner world, sorting and processing everything you've experienced. It doesn't use spreadsheets or calendars. It speaks in stories. It uses images. It uses emotions. During sleep, especially during REM, your brain gets busy. REM, it reviews the events of your day, filing away important memories, discarding trivial details. It works through unresolved emotions, like a small annoyance with a coworker, or the lingering excitement from a good conversation. This process is essential for learning and emotional regulation. Dreams are the visible output of this incredible work. They are short films your subconscious produces to test out scenarios, to confront fears, to express desires. Dreams feel bizarre because the subconscious isn't bound by reality's rules. It can mix a memory from your childhood with a worry about tomorrow. It can place your boss in your elementary school classroom. This isn't random chaos. It's creative problem solving. Your brain looks for connections and patterns your conscious mind missed. A dream might combine a feeling of being trapped with the image of a locked door, giving you a powerful symbol for a situation you feel stuck in. It's an efficient way to process complex emotional information. So while you sleep, you're not offline. You're actively engaged in one of the most important mental processes for your well-being. Just as architects use common blueprints for buildings, your subconscious mind often uses common themes or archetypes to build its dream stories. These are recurring scenarios that appear in the dreams of people all over the world, regardless of culture or background. You have likely experienced some of them yourself. While the specific details of the dream are unique to you, the underlying theme carries a message that many people can relate to. Understanding these common blueprints can be the first step toward decoding the personal language of your own dreams. They are not strict definitions, but helpful starting points for reflection. One of the most universal dream blueprints is the experience of falling. This dream often arrives when you feel a lack of control or security in your waking life, at work, in a relationship, or about the future. The sudden gut-wrenching drop mirrors a feeling of losing your foundation. Similarly, the dream of being chased is incredibly common. This scenario usually points to avoidance, a problem, a conversation, or a feeling that you are running away from during the day. Another frequent dream involves your teeth falling out. This dream can be particularly distressing, often connected to anxiety about your appearance, communication, or a sense of powerlessness. Your teeth relate to your smile and your ability to speak your truth. Losing them could symbolize a fear of being judged or not being heard. On the other hand, a more positive common dream is that of flying. Soaring through the sky can represent a sense of freedom, liberation, empowerment, after a challenge, or when you feel on top of the world at last. Many people believe they do not dream at all. The truth is, everyone dreams, typically for about 2 hours every night. The real challenge is not having dreams, but remembering them. Dreams are fragile things. They can evaporate within seconds of waking up. The memory of a dream is stored in a short-term buffer that is quickly overwritten by the demands of the waking world. The good news is that you can train your brain to hold on to these memories for a little longer. The first key is to set a clear intention before you go to sleep. This might sound overly simplistic, but it is a surprisingly effective technique. As you are lying in bed, calmly and gently repeat, "Tonight, I will remember my dreams." This is not a magic spell. It is a way of priming your brain. You are essentially telling your mind that remembering your dreams is a priority. The second key is to manage your waking up process. Loud alarms jolt the brain into alert mode, wiping away delicate dream fragments. Instead, use a gentle, gradually increasing sound. When you wake, resist grabbing your phone. Lie still, eyes closed, and drift back to the last image or feeling. Often a snippet returns. The third key is to stay hydrated, but with a strategic twist. Drink a glass of water before bed. You may wake naturally during the night to use the bathroom, often at the end of a REM cycle, when dreaming is most vivid. On waking, jot a few keywords before sleep returns. These 3 keys, intention, gentle waking, and strategic hydration, work together to create the ideal conditions for catching your dreams before they disappear. The single most powerful tool for exploring your dreams is a dream journal. It is the bridge between the fleeting, mysterious world of sleep and the concrete, analytical world of waking life. A dream journal doesn't need to be fancy. Fancy leather-bound book, simple spiral notebook, or a notes app on your phone. Keep it within arm's reach of your bed. Writing signals to your brain that the information is valuable. That helps you remember more over time, strengthening your recall muscle. As soon as you wake, before anything else, reach for your journal. Lie still. Try to grasp any lingering image, lingering feeling, or a single word from your dream. Do not worry if it makes sense. Just write it down. Start with whatever is clearest, a single color, an emotion, a person's face, a strange object. Example, blue car. Example, feeling sad. Example, my old school. This is your anchor. With that first fragment down, more details often flow back. Expand on the anchor. Write the dream in present tense. Instead of, I was walking down a hall, write, I am walking down a long, dark hall. This reconnects you to sensory details. Who was with you? What were you hearing? What was the overall mood? Frightening, joyful, confusing, peaceful. Do not edit or judge yourself. Let the narrative pour out, even if fragmented and illogical. Capture as much raw material as possible. After writing the dream, give it a title. The Falling Tooth, The Endless Hallway. Then reflect. Write how it made you feel and briefly note what was happening the day before. Often the emotional context of your previous day holds the key. Done consistently, this practice becomes a rich, personal map of your inner world. Section 6. Literal versus symbolic. Decoding the messages. Once you have started recording your dreams, the next step is to begin interpreting them. This can feel intimidating, but it doesn't have to be. Dreams communicate on 2 levels, the literal and the symbolic. Literal takes the dream at face value. Example, you dream your car broke down. Literal reading, worried about your actual car. Sometimes that's true. If your car has been making strange noises, the dream could be your brain processing low-level anxiety. Always consider the direct connection first. Most of the time, though, dreams speak in symbols. Symbolic looks beyond surface objects to underlying emotions and ideas. The dream becomes a metaphor. Back to the car. The symbol isn't the vehicle. It could mean your drive in life, career, ambition, your journey toward a goal. A breakdown could mean feeling stalled, losing motivation, encountering an obstacle. This layer often holds the deeper insights. Practice. Take an element and ask, what does this mean to me? Say you dream about a house. Don't rush to a dream dictionary. Think what a house means to you. For most, a house symbolizes the self. Different rooms equal different aspects of personality. Messy attic, cluttered thoughts, old, unexamined memories. A hidden room, a new talent, a part of yourself you're beginning to recognize. The house's condition reflects your state of mind. Best approach: consider both literal and symbolic. Start with the literal. Did anything happen yesterday that connects? If not, move to the symbolic. Look at main images and actions. What feelings do they evoke? Example: tidal wave. Literal, recent news story. Symbolic, feeling overwhelmed by emotions. Hold both possibilities, stay open and curious. Avoid jumping to conclusions and let the dream's personal message reveal itself to you. Section 7. From Sleep to Sunlight. How Dreams Shape Waking Choices. The influence of dreams does not end when you wake up. The stories from your nightly journeys can subtly and sometimes dramatically shape your thoughts. The emotions can shape your feelings. They can also shape your decisions. This is one of the most tangible pieces of proof. Dreams are not just meaningless fluff. They are an active and influential part of your cognitive life. For creative individuals, dreams have long been a famous source of inspiration. The melody for Paul McCartney's Yesterday came to him in a dream. Mary Shelley was inspired to write Frankenstein after a vivid nightmare. These are not isolated incidents. Dreams are a playground for the mind. New and unconventional connections are made. Beyond grand breakthroughs, dreams can help with everyday problem solving. Go to bed wrestling with a problem, wake with a fresh perspective. Recurring dreams, especially nightmares, strongly affect mood and behavior. Repeatedly dreaming you're unprepared for a presentation can spike anxiety around meetings, even when prepared. The dream is reinforcing a fear of failure or judgment. Your brain waving a big red flag, like a check engine light. Acknowledge it. Address the root anxiety to break the cycle. Choices are guided by the emotional residue of dreams. A joyful dream can lift your spirits, making you more social and resilient. Conflict dreams can leave you irritable and withdrawn, without knowing why. By tracking the link in a dream journal, you can spot a dream hangover and choose to shift your perspective, rather than letting it control your day. Understanding dreams isn't about being psychic or predicting the future. It's about becoming familiar with your inner landscape. Section 8. Taking the Wheel. A gentle introduction to lucid dreaming. For those who want to go a step further, lucid dreaming is the practice of becoming aware that you are dreaming while inside the dream. Once you become lucid, you stop being a passive observer, you become an active participant. For some, that means influencing or even controlling the dream's narrative. Fly, conjure an object, talk to a dream character and ask a question. Lucid dreaming isn't just for fun, it offers a chance for real personal growth. Knowing you're in a dream means you are completely safe, ideal for confronting fears. If you have a recurring nightmare about being chased, you could become lucid and turn to face your pursuer. Often the monster dissolves into something harmless. Use lucid dreams as a rehearsal studio for real life. Practice a public speech, rehearse a difficult conversation, all in a zero-stakes setting to build confidence. Many techniques encourage lucid dreaming, but two are great for beginners. The first, reality checks. Several times an hour, pause and ask, "Am I dreaming?" Then test. Look at your hands, look away, look back. In a dream they often look strange, with extra fingers or changing shape. Try pushing your finger through your opposite palm. In dreams, it might pass through. Build the habit to trigger lucidity. The second technique is mild, mnemonic induction of lucid dreams. As you fall asleep, set the intention to remember. If you wake at night, recall in detail. As you return to sleep, repeat. The next time I am dreaming, I will remember that I am dreaming. Visualize re-entering the dream and recognizing it. This strengthens the link and increases your chances of becoming lucid. It blends the limitless freedom of dreaming with waking awareness and puts the steering wheel gently in your hands. Section 9. The final question. Listening to your inner world. We have traveled from the simple confusion of waking up to the active participation of lucid dreaming. We have seen that dreams are not random noise, but a purposeful function of our brains, the nightly work of a subconscious architect, sorting our memories and processing our emotions. They speak in a universal language of symbols: falling, flying, being chased, that point to our deepest fears and desires. With simple tools like a dream journal and gentle routines, we can remember these stories and decode their personal messages. The blur between dream and reality is not a wall, but a doorway. The proof that your dreams are controlling you is not found in some sinister external force. It is found in the subtle ways they shape your mood, spark your creativity, and guide your choices every single day. A bad dream can make you anxious, while a joyful one can lift your spirits. An idea born in sleep can become a work of art. A recurring nightmare is not a tormentor. It is a persistent messenger, begging you to pay attention to an unresolved issue. Your dreams are not controlling you against your will. They are simply influencing you from a part of yourself you've been taught to ignore. This journey is gentle and personal. You do not need to become an expert overnight. The goal is simply to start listening. Begin with one small habit. Place a notebook by your bed tonight. When you wake, write one word, one image, one feeling. Or perform a single reality check tomorrow. Ask, "Am I dreaming?" and look closely at your hands. These small acts of attention are the first steps toward building a bridge to your inner world, a world active and alive every single night. Your dreams are a fundamental part of who you are, a stream of information about your emotional health, your hidden strengths, and your unresolved conflicts. They are letters from the deepest, most honest part of yourself. By learning to read them, you are not losing control, you are gaining understanding. So, as you prepare for sleep tonight, consider this. What might you discover about yourself if you finally decided to open your mail?